Hey, I got some good news, y'all. I found a 3-step process to finally get through watching these Friday night Smackdown. Step 1, you're gonna grab you some good old Scotch tape. Step 2, you're gonna put one on one eye. Step 3, you're gonna put the other on the other eye. There you have it. This is the only way you should be sitting down watching this sorry excuse for a show. A pile of that. This is getting ridiculous. Is my eyebrow still there? Oh, all right, we good. I thought for a second there I was gonna end up looking like Kanye West, but thank God that didn't happen. Now, a few days ago I said AEW Dynamite sucked because after All In Texas, man, I thought Dynamite was supposed to be a pay-per-view level event, and I was highly disappointed. But if you compare this Smackdown that I just watched to Dynamite, they will make Dynamite look like a WrestleMania event or something. Bro, Smackdown is the worst show by far in professional wrestling. It's not even close. Now, we all knew the highlight of Smackdown was going to be John Cena and Cody Rhodes' contract signing. They're having a sequel to the worst WrestleMania event of all time, WrestleMania 41. And the greatest thing about this all is we getting rumors. We're hearing rumblings that Travis Scott is not going to be interfering this year, and if you ask me, that's the only good thing that's going to be happening. Nobody is looking forward to seeing John Cena and Cody Rhodes in the ring, and WWE Creative knew that. That's why they threw a curveball in there. When they came out, I'm not going to lie, I know John Cena, he came out, he had a nice little gimmick saying, look, I got a movie deal to do. I would not be at WrestleMania, so good luck, Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes, he gets upset. They start fighting. Cody Rhodes basically beats him up. Then he jumps off the top rope, does a Samoan splash. When has the Samoan splash ever been in Cody Rhodes' move repertoire? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever seen him do the move before? But he does the move through the table. He takes John Cena's hand. He signs the contract. Then he says something that I'm like, okay. I watched SmackDown for 2 hours, and I had to literally wait for the last 45 seconds to actually get excited. He says, read the fine print. It's a street fight. I'm like, oh my God, thank God. We cannot see a regular match with Cody Rhodes and John Cena ever in life again. Ever again. So it's going to be a street fight, which means there's going to be interferences. People are asking me, they're calling me already, you think The Rock going to be in it? Let's hope not. Let's hope Dwayne Johnson keeps his ass at the top floor in his mansion in Maui and stay out of WWE Creative. Man, you left us with too many cliffhangers, bro. We still don't know what's going on with the watch. We still don't know what's going on when you did this, and that. We still don't know what's going on with you and Travis Scott. We don't know what's going on with nothing of the Easter eggs The Rock planted. And obviously, I can speak for a lot of the IWC, we're over it. Now, one thing I noticed, Cody Rhodes, he's getting 50-50 reaction again. Some people booing, some people cheering. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Is it time to turn Cody Rhodes heel? People hit me up, texting me saying, man, I'm ready for Cody Rhodes to turn heel. Well, what I'm thinking is he's just selling out too much merch. He's too much of a draw, too much of a baby face. Yeah, the reaction in the crowd is 50-50, but he's still one of the top merch sellers. Him going heel doesn't make a lot of sense. And honestly, I don't think Cody Rhodes wants to go heel. But man, we're gonna see. Let me know in the comments, do y'all think Cody Rhodes is gonna go heel? He hits John Cena with the title. He did some slick shit with Randy Orton to get over in that match, so he could be planting the seeds. He addressed the tweet that he actually said, man, I hope y'all enjoy what's next. Given the idea, having people speculate if he's gonna turn heel at SummerSlam, and man, we really don't know, man. That is the one thing I'm very interested in seeing what's gonna happen. Triple H, if you ask me, he booked himself into a corner. If Cody Rhodes win, it is not gonna be anything like it was at WrestleMania 40. I was there. Philadelphia, man, we was crying, we was emotional, people was high flying, hugging. It was like the greatest greatest moment of all time. But now if it happens at SummerSlam, I feel like I'm just gonna be looking at the screen in complete boredom because I've seen the movie before and it's just not gonna hit the same. Now for all you dudes running around saying, oh, Bobby Monsoon, all you do is complain, all you do is hate on WWE, well, how about this? Netflix just dropped the top 10 shows the first 6 months of 2025, and WWE is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Raw on Netflix sucked. I'm not the only one that's saying it. The numbers are not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I'm actually sitting here watching the show, unfortunately, when it was 3 hours, when it was 2 hours, when it was 2.5 hours. I watched every single show of Raw on Netflix, and I'm telling you, if you're watching this show, you know this show has no type of entertainment at all. You mean to tell me people are viewing shows like Ginny and Georgia, The Night Agent, Sirens, Missing You, Zero Day, just shows I never even heard in my life. I know Netflix is regretting ever signing that stupid ass contract, giving them however many billions, because it seems like it was all a waste. Now, SmackDown started off with a bum line and some fake ass car accident. Like, who is writing these stupid ass storylines? I promise you, I've seen better storylines on Tubi than what I'm watching on a nationally televised network. You got Tungaloa with the fake blood, whatever his name is. Oh yeah, Botchaloa. Jeff Cobb sitting up there snitching to the police. Man, like, I cannot take this crap, bro. So as soon as I seen that, it was just, I already knew I was in for a long night. After that, you got SmackDown starting off with Charlotte Flair and Raquel Rodriguez, and it's just like, oh my God, yo, bro, I love women's wrestling. I love what the women's wrestling landscape has become. I love the growth they made, but my God, give me a break. We had Evolution 2 on Sunday. We had Evolution 3 on Monday. Now Friday, the first match, we gotta deal with another women. Like, come on. Where's the storylines in all of this? This was completely filler. This was doing nothing but setting up a match between Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. We all know Charlotte and Alexa Bliss is going over. He went from booking shit long-term, procrastinating, stretching the shit out for years and years, to now it's like, yo, he books everything 2 to 3 weeks out. How did they even get a shot at the women's tag team titles? I got an even better question. How does the women tag team titles make it on a PLE, but the Street Profits had the titles and they haven't had one shot to defend the titles on a PLE? What sense does this make? Bro, the women's tag team championships mean fucking nothing. But the tag team titles you actually spent time booking and building and creative, you don't even bother putting on a PLE. The booking is backwards. It makes no sense, bro. How can anybody sit here and say, oh, I'm excited for SummerSlam? What? Next was Damian Priest versus Carmelo Hayes, what absolutely meant 0 cents. Damian Priest got his ass beat by Aleister Black last week. Why is he fighting Carmelo Hayes? It makes Damian Priest look like a clown. He's fighting a dude that's a cruiserweight. Damian Priest is a heavyweight. Where's the weight classes in this? Carmelo Hayes gets buried. He's so much shorter than Damian Priest. And it's like, Damian, why aren't you looking for Aleister Black? Aleister Black obviously comes out and attacks Damian Priest at the end, but this is what I'm talking about, the booking that makes absolutely no sense. How come, if Damian Priest could make a match like that with Carmelo Hayes, why didn't he go to Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, whoever, and make a match like that with Aleister Black? He just put his foot up your ass last week. Then after that, you got a match between Stephanie Valkyrie and Alba What? Stephanie Valkyrie versus Alba Fire. I'm really struggling to figure out how come Alba Fire wasn't on the release list, the last list that got put out a few months ago. She is doing nothing with her character. Besides that, the biggest question is this: where the fuck is Chelsea Green? We don't care about the her service without Chelsea Green. Piper Niven, one of the best superstars you have on your women's roster, is subject to being a fucking jobber and gets beat up by Stephanie Valkyrie. And it's just like, bro, oh my God. And we're supposed to take women's wrestling serious, right? We're supposed to want Evolution 4, right? Stephanie Valkyrie versus Alba Fire was a complete squash match. Isn't Julia the U.S. Women's Champ? Where she's at? Where is Julia at? What's going on with these people winning titles like Io Sky? She won a title at WrestleMania, or she defended at WrestleMania, and it took her 60 months to defend it again. What's going on with this type of booking? Are we gonna do the same with Julia now? She doesn't even bother showing up to the show if I don't remember. Maybe I dozed off at some point of the show. Let me know in the comments if she did show her face, but it seems not. The Women's U.S. Championship was better off with Chelsea Green. She was doing perfectly fine. She was building the title up. It should have never left her. That whole presidential her service, everything she was doing was perfect. Paula, have you ever heard of the term, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? I guess not. Now, the one thing I actually did like was Andrade and Rey Fenix. I like that tag team. They had a fatal four-way tag team match. You know, that's all they do in the men's tag team division on SummerSlam. No storylines, just fatal four-ways, 8-ways, 10-way tag team match. All these stupid-ass variations of tag team matches. That's all they do on Smackdown, right? So they had their little fatal four-way match. I was surprised that Andrade, Rey Fenix went over. They're just going to battle Wyatt 6 next week. They're going to lose that match because WWE isn't going to put the tag team titles on anybody that's going to actually look good. And who cares anyway? They're not going to put them on a PLE. So who cares anyway? The Wyatt 6 doesn't even show up tonight. A lot of people didn't show up to this night's SmackDown, but this is getting bad, bro. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. What do y'all think about John Cena, Cody Rhodes street fight at SummerSlam? Also, let me know what you think about this night's SmackDown. You like my 3-step process of watching SmackDown with your eyes closed being the only way to actually watch this stupid ass show? SmackDown has fell from grace, and we thought 3 hours going to 2 hours will be like the answer and begging call, but at this point, we need to put a petition for 2 hours to 1 hour, or maybe a straight cancellation, and put it to the realm where Rampage is at. Also, let me know about WWE Unreal. We got about 10 days until Unreal drop. Next Tuesday, I will be doing a review on that. I will be crying because, man, kayfabe is going to die that night. And it's just going to be sad to see, man, if you ask me. But let's just hope it doesn't. Let's just hope they don't let too much the cat out the bag. Also, let me know what you think about AEW numbers, and I'm going to holler at y'all in the comments as always. Bobby Monsoon 215, like, comment, subscribe. Bye!